The Army's investigating officer last week refused my request for Hawaii's record of President Obama's actual birth certificate, if one exists, to be produced. He also refused my request that Hawaiian officials be called to testify. These actions were what I expected, but made it impossible for me to present any defense at the preliminary hearing on June 11th, and therefore I decided to waive my right to that hearing and use the time instead to prepare for trial. That means my case will now proceed directly to a general court-martial. I will renew my request for the documents and witness testimony before the military judge later in the summer. Thanks to all of you who donated so generously to my cause. Your prayers, emails, and phone calls to express your support mean a great deal. I am grateful to you, and I will rely upon you further as I continue to ask President Obama to release his original birth certificate and prove his constitutional eligibility. There continues to be confusion over aspects of this controversy. I would like to talk about these in the hope that it might help others understand why I believe there are reasonable arguments that President Obama may not have been born on American soil. First, the online certification of live birth that can be found on the internet and which has been waved around by TV news announcers is not an original birth certificate. Announcers on CNN and MSNBC said that this is an original birth certificate, but that isn't true. Many people assume that Hawaii confirmed that this specific online paper was issued by Hawaii. In fact, when asked about it, Hawaiian officials refused to confirm its authenticity. The document seen on the internet is altered. Alterations to these certifications make them not admissible in court as evidence. President Obama's school and college records remain sealed, along with his original birth certificate and other documents which might provide information to resolve the eligibility dispute. A standard Hawaiian birth certificate from 1961 included a hospital name and a doctor's signature. This image lacks those key identifiers, and no one knows where the original of this computer-generated abstract even is, assuming it is genuine. I delivered many babies when stationed at Fort Bragg and signed documents as a physician. The online image lacks all information commonly provided to document and prove a birth: the name of the hospital or the birth address, the name of the doctor or midwife. If this online image is genuine, then whoever obtained it is keeping silent. No hospital in Hawaii will confirm that it is the president's birthplace. Two hospital names were mentioned in the press. First, Queens Medical Center, then Kapiolani. Neither of these hospitals have, to my knowledge, confirmed that he was born there. It is very strange that President Obama is the only commander-in-chief in modern times with no confirmed hospital or birth address. Someone at the Hawaiian Department of Health made a statement that there is an original birth certificate on file, but that person refused to give the name of a hospital or attending physician, or to confirm that there is the name of any hospital or physician or midwife on file. President Obama refuses to allow the American public or anyone in the press to see this original birth certificate, and to me that isn't right. The state of Hawaii altered its Department of Hawaiian Homeland's website last summer, changing language which previously described the Hawaiian certification of live birth as insufficient. It seems very strange that in the extremely important question of confirming the birthplace of the president, citizens of the United States should be expected to accept a form that the Department of Hawaiian Homelands once rejected as inadequate. Senator McCain released his original birth certificate to the press and public. President Obama refuses to do so. President Obama was born 1961. As far as I know, there are no eyewitnesses to the president's mother being in Hawaii from mid-February 1961 through September 1962. Many Kenyans, including Sarah Obama, the maternal step-grandmother to Barack Obama, Kenya's ambassador to the U.S., Peter Ogego, and recently the Kenyan cabinet minister, James Orengo, in a speech to the Kenyan parliament, are quoted saying that President Obama was born in Kenya. Our country has many dividing issues now. This is one that could be solved quickly and should have been solved earlier. The documentation needs to be shown. If the original birth certificate is released and validated, I would gladly deploy immediately. I stepped into this fray with great reluctance because I didn't see either the courts or the Congress stepping up to the plate. The Constitution matters, so does the truth. Americans deserve answers, not a continuing cover-up. That is why I have invited the court-martial I am about to undergo. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers. God bless.